Will Ethereum outperform Bitcoin for 2022? Ethereum has been the better investment for the last 2 years. Let's take a look at the whole ecosystem, why I think Ethereum may outperform Bitcoin in 2022, and then let's dive right into the charts. For checking out the channel. Every day we put out a new video about cryptocurrency education, markets, giveaways, and more. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on any content. Now let's go to the moon. We're going to cover some of Ethereum's ecosystem and why I think this is a bull case for Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin in 2022. Let's start with NFTs. I mean, if you hate them, if you love them, if you don't care about them, we can agree on one thing, and NFTs are here to stay. Despite how Bitcoin and Ethereum did the start of the year, even them dumping, NFT volumes are soaring to all-time highs. We're going to set all-time highs, and you can take a look. OpenSea is just crushing it, and a few days ago they actually had a competitor, LooksRare, which we covered, which has generated $400 million in sale volumes in 3 days, rivaling numbers recorded by OpenSea. So NFT sales and volumes are not slowing down. You've seen blue chips like Bored Ape Yacht Club and Mutant Ape Yacht Club set highs, and I think they'll continue to do so. You have Metaverse trend, which is not slowing down. Gaming to remain the biggest Metaverse trend in 2022, and this is a piece from the Axie, one of the Axie developers. So while gaming is the biggest example of the Metaverse in the crypto sector, we are still in the early stages of blockchain gaming. This year we'll continue to see NFTs grow and eventually become mainstream. I mean, we're still very early with all this Metaverse, Play-to-earn, GameFi, all this lingo. And especially with NFTs, we see the volume that's happening, we see the huge interest, and just this wave, it's insane and it's very profitable. So you want to be on the right side of the market. And let's take a look at, let me refresh this. This is Watch the Burn. So after EIP 1559 right here, Ethereum started to get burned. And this is actually a live platform where you can see how much Ethereum is being burned. And then take a look right here. So this is $5 billion, 1.5 million Ethereum that has been burned. And then you can see the rewards, the tip, the net issuance, and the net reduction. So now we have a supply shock that's being created for Ethereum. A lot of Ethereum is being burned, and we're seeing less and less Ethereum. So we'll keep moving on. Another huge factor to take in for Ethereum is all of the TVL, the total value locked in protocols on the Ethereum network for DeFi purposes. So loaning, farming, and all of that great stuff. So you can see here, we're about $96 billion. We broke 100 billion. We have, some sort of small pullback right here while Bitcoin and ETH aren't doing the best. And I believe we're going to continue to break all-time highs. We don't need to spend much time on DeFi. We both know, everybody watching knows that decentralized finance is the future. And it's going to happen. It's inevitable that everybody will be converted to decentralized finance at one point, and I highly believe in that. So we're seeing more protocols being introduced. We're seeing more protocols being introduced on different networks, different layer ones, so you can bridge over your Ethereum or your tokens on the Ethereum network to other networks to loan out your tokens, to farm on those networks, to stake, and all that great stuff. So this is only growing, and I don't see this slowing down. Let's get right into Ethereum's chart now. So this is ETH BTC. That's what I'm going to be charting up. I've covered this a few times last year. We haven't done an Ethereum Bitcoin video this year, and I think it's important because a lot of people value their portfolio in Bitcoin, and you want your Bitcoin value to grow. And this is one of the easiest blue chip trades you can get, turning your Bitcoin into Ethereum and then the Ethereum back into Bitcoin for double. I did, one of the better trades last year was trading this right here, doubling up my Bitcoin, and I took a huge Bitcoin position. So let's take a look at Bitcoin quickly on the year. This is 2020. It did 304%. And then for 2021, it did 59%. So if we go to Ethereum now, you can see that Ethereum did 470%. for 2020, and then 2021 we did about 400% here. So Ethereum outperformed Bitcoin for 2 years in a row, 2020 and 2021. Will it do it for 2022? So we just looked at some of the additions or complementary things for Ethereum, like the NFTs, all the things that are happening in DeFi, all the metaverse and gaming and play-to-earn games that are releasing on the Ethereum network. So I'm pretty bullish on Ethereum. Let's take a look at ETH BTC. We'll go back to this right here. So ETH BTC, if we put it on the year, so last year, if you converted your Ethereum, or your Bitcoin, your Bitcoin into Ethereum, you would have, and I believe it's somewhere in 150 range. Okay, 200% range. So if you put one Bitcoin in, you'd have 3 Bitcoins. You would have made over 2 Bitcoins on this trade right here, which is just awesome, especially if you value your portfolio out of Bitcoin. You just exploded your portfolio value. So let's go back to the analysis. You can see here the daily is breaking down the 50 and 200 EMA, which last time we did come down here, this was an awesome buy. This is on the smaller time frame. Let me move up to the weekly. On the weekly time frame, I've been watching this for quite a while. So we're on a clear downtrend here. And if you want to look for deeper analysis videos on Ethereum Bitcoin, then you can search those on the channel. Because we won't go into the previous analysis, more so into what I think will happen. So we had the prior downtrend, we broke out of that downtrend, and break of structure, moving into an uptrend, now making higher highs and higher lows. I caught an entry here, sold at 100%, and then you know how this is just like a huge green move up to the extreme upside. This is a huge move. It's not going to just keep moving up like that. It needs to take a breather. People need to take profits. It needs to consolidate. So now we're seeing a consolidation right here. And I believe this is and there's multiple different continuation patterns that this can play out as a bullish flag. I'm seeing an ascending triangle. But at the end of the day, I'm just seeing a lot of continuation patterns. And that's just like move up hard, consolidate for a little bit, consolidate, and then keep moving up. Sometimes we get a wick low where it just like dumps and stops everybody out. So there could be people, who have stop losses here, who have stop losses here. Sometimes you could get a wick low and then it goes up, or it'll just break out without anybody, without it waiting for anybody. So those are kind of my two outcomes for ETH BTC. This is the ascending triangle, and it looks like it's pushing back into support. So ascending triangle, you can see right here, we're putting in lower highs. So this is a higher low. A higher low. So this is a higher low, this is a higher low, this is a higher low, and we keep bumping into this resistance. The more times we bump into it, the weaker it gets, the more likely we're about to break up to the upside. What we did here is we broke above resistance, we came back down, and we're retesting resistance. Usually a good time to buy before it takes off. So if it doesn't take off, I'm looking at for it to test this trend line, and then worst case scenario, it tests this moving average but kind of wicks through it, stopping out everybody here, inducing short sellers, and then it play up to the upside. So if you get an entry, let's say here, right at this price, if we go back to prior all-time highs right here, you can actually see that that is another, I believe, 100% move. So just pretty much 100%. So if you got in right here and it did bounce off the support, you will double your Bitcoins. If you put in 1 Bitcoin for Ethereum, you'll probably get like 13.5 Ethereum. And then that 13.5 Ethereum at this target price would be 2 Bitcoins. You'll double up your Bitcoins. So I've been doing this for quite a while, and Ethereum Bitcoin pair has been one of the safest. Ethereum, you won't wake up with Ethereum down 100% or rugged or anything like that. There's always that possibility, but I'm more comfortable trading into larger positions into Ethereum. And then I can do Uniswap, WBTC. I can turn it right into stablecoins, and I can keep it right in my wallet. I don't even have to transfer it into any exchange. So it's very easy for me to trade in and out without anybody stopping me. So that is why I'm slightly bullish on Ethereum. All of its ecosystems, the NFTs, the gaming, the protocols on the DeFi side, and then the chart is looking bullish. We've been in an uptrend. We've been outperforming Bitcoin for the last 2 years, and this looks like a huge continuation pattern to the upside to play and target another 100% and reach all-time highs. Will we break all-time highs? Will it keep going? Honestly, I don't really care because it's such a huge move to the upside here. I can't get too greedy. I'll probably sell 80 or 90% of my Ethereum at this target, and then I'll hold the rest just in case if it breaks all-time highs and if it continues to go, so I can make more Bitcoin. Because at one point, this trend will change. Ethereum will start doing worse, and then I'll get some cheap Ethereum. It's all about being patient. If we take a look at Bitcoin dominance right here, this is on the yearly. Let's go back to a smaller time frame. So Bitcoin dominance also looks like it's breaking down, which is a bull case for Ethereum, because when you have Bitcoin dominance, I mean, moving upwards, you have market cap and volume diving, like pouring into Bitcoin. So a lot of other coins are doing as well. But you can see right here, we had this huge support. We have this huge support. And as I mentioned on the ascending triangle, this is the opposite of that. So just flip it. You had this huge move down, and it can't just keep going down. It needs to kind of consolidate. It needs to, go into an accumulation phase, change hands, whatever you want to call it. And you can see that it's been doing that, and now it's kind of riding on the support, and it potentially even broke down this support. We'll need like a week or two to confirm, but if that's the case, then it's going to clearly probably go here, maybe even go to set new lows. But what does that mean? That means that there's more volume, more money pouring into altcoins, pouring into Ethereum, mid caps, large, small caps, and altcoins, NFTs in general. A lot of money will be being removed from Bitcoin and into other coins. So I think Ethereum will see huge gains in 2022 if we keep the bull market intact, and obviously if we don't turn bear here, then it's going to get crazy. But with how things look, Ethereum is on track to outperform Bitcoin for the third year in a row. And it's important when that does happen that you are ready and start taking profits, because it's been 3 years, Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin. At some point, the trend may change. And if not, I have way more Bitcoin than I started with, and Ethereum can keep running. It's all right. You can't get greedy. That's the important thing. So hope you guys got some value from this video. If you have any questions, post them below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.